What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we've got kind of a fun thing that we're going to go ahead and talk about. For being honest with you guys, it's kind of a continuation from last week's video on the American lion. Today we're talking about the American cheetah. American cheetahs are really cool, and actually, so yeah, I figured we'd go over those today, and yeah, see if we can learn, like, why. Now, like, there's a lot of theories on cheetahs, right? Like, why are they so fast? Well, it's actually tied into, like, the pronghorns that run around the prairies, like the antelopes here in America. Because those things are way faster than they ever actually need to be when it comes to, like, regular speed for things. And everybody thinks, and it's pretty much actually, I think, fairly well established now, that that's because they used to get hunted by cheetahs, and they actually managed to survive in the modern day, essentially just because they've overclocked themselves for generations running away from, like, lions and cheetahs and stuff, and that's kind of caused them to be faster than they actually need to be. But yeah, so anyway though, guys, I got two articles for us today, but before we get into them, let's go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video from me, and drop a comment down below with what you guys thought about the video, anything you would like to see me cover in the future, and let's get into this video. Like I always like to say, guys, I don't own the rights to this video, I don't own the rights to this article. This particular one is from lifescience.com. If you guys would like, please go there and show them some love, or just stick around and we'll go through this together. 20,000 years ago, two American cheetahs fought to the death in a Grand Canyon cave. The extinct cat may have been more like modern snow leopards than today's African cheetahs. That is a cool picture of a mom cheetah, two cubs, and that's a ground sloth. An American cheetah and her cubs cover the remains of a Harrington's mountain goat inside the cave in the Grand Canyon, while a Shasta ground sloth lumbers past and a California condor soars in the distance. Inside the cave, two stalked vampire bats hang from the ceiling, and a wood rat hides by the wall on the right. Avoid structures on the cave floor are droppings left by ground sloths based on finds in locations such as Rampart Cave. Some 20,000 years ago, in a cave in a cliff in the Grand Canyon, two American cheetahs battled tooth against claw. The victor is lost to history, but one of the big cats, a juvenile that was bitten through the spine, likely died where it fell on the cave floor, leaving behind bones and bits of mummified tissue. Now the remains of this unfortunate feline, along with fossils from two other Grand Canyon caves, have revealed that the extinct American cheetah may not have been swift flatland sprinters like Africa's modern cheetahs. Instead, the cats may have been more like today's snow leopards, prowling cliff sides and rocky regions and eating mostly mountain goats and bighorn sheep. Kind of goes against what I said in the opening of this, huh? Scientists found the fossils decades ago, and they identified the bones at the time as being to mountain lion, Puma concolor, but recent reanalysis of the bones revealed that they instead belonged to the American cheetah, which is known from other fossil sites. American cheetahs were closely related to mountain lions, but had the short snout and slim proportions of today's African cheetahs. Side kitties. The American cheetah has been extinct for about 10,000 years before the end of the last ice age. It lived across North America. Its bones have been found from West Virginia to Arizona and as far north as Wyoming. The speed of this extinct cat is thought to explain why modern pronghorn antelopes can run at 60 miles per hour. None of the pronghorn's living predators sprint that fast, but the American cheetah probably could. So that's what I was saying in the beginning, was that, you know, the pronghorns probably got that fast because they were outrunning cheetahs. I guess they're supposed to be pictures, but they're not popping up. New research suggests that American cheetahs didn't primarily hunt pronghorns, or at least not exclusively. While some cheetah fossils have been found in open-range valleys where ancient pronghorns roamed, many other such fossils were discovered in rocky, steep spots where caves provided cozy dens, said John Paul Hodnett, a paleontologist at the Maryland National Capital Parks and Planning Commission.
But the new research suggests that American cheetahs didn't primarily hunt pronghorns, or at least not exclusively. While some cheetah fossils have been found in open-range valleys where ancient pronghorns roamed, many other such fossils were discovered in rocky, steep spots where caves provided cozy dens, said John Paul Hodnott, a paleontologist at the Maryland National Capital Parks and Planning Commission, and lead author of the study that re-examined the Grand Canyon specimens. Hodnott first encountered the fossils nearly 20 years ago as an undergraduate student at Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff. He told Live Science, a graduate student that Hodnott worked with at the time was identifying fossils from Rampart Cave, a small, low chamber in the western Grand Canyon that was carpeted with fossils, bones, and layers of fossilized giant sloth poop. Yeah, it's crazy to think that pretty much half of science is spent in caves, is spent like just going through piles and piles of sloth crap. Among the catalog's fossils were some that had been labeled as belonging to mountain lions, but Hodnott, who had been studying American cheetah fossils from southern Arizona, recognized that the bones were actually those of a cheetah. Hodnott's advisor arranged access to a handful of additional mountain lion bones from two other Grand Canyon caves, Next Door Cave in the central Grand Canyon and Stanton's Cave in the eastern Grand Canyon. Those bones also turned out to belong to American cheetahs, and not mountain lions. Hodnott found there are certain features in the bones, like the shape of an ankle structure, that can distinguish cheetahs from mountain lions, and some of their bones are different sizes, Hodnott said. So a prehistoric cat fight. Busy with other research and projects, Hodnott put this discovery aside for years without publishing what he'd learned. But in 2019, he and his colleagues were working on an inventory of the known fossil record in Grand Canyon National Park, which spurred him to pull out and update his American cheetah research. The bone from the Next Door Cave was a heel bone, while Stanton's Cave held a portion of a paw with an intact claw sheath. The most intriguing finds came from Rampart Cave and represented two American cheetah individuals. One was a subadult, the feline equivalent of a teenager, while the other was a kitten, about 6 months of age. Hodnott said the young adult had been attacked with puncture wounds on the skull and spine that were about the size of an adult American cheetah's teeth. These wounds were likely fatal. You see a very sharp puncture in the spine, and that would have been debilitating right off the bat, Hodnott said. It does not look healed at all. So it almost sounds like what lions do when you really think about it. It sounds like when they, like a male comes in and will eliminate the cub, sometimes the females fight back, and that he kills the females because they're not submissive to him. So maybe that's what happened here. Maybe it was a young female and her cub, and it was just the male came in and just wrecked the baby or the subadult while trying to get to the cub. It's unclear if the two young cats in the cave were related, but some semi-mummified soft tissue still clings to the bones, so researchers might be able to recover and analyze enough DNA to find that out. Hodnott said the wounds could be the result of a territorial battle, he added, or perhaps a male cheetah was trying to kill another's young, a behavior seen today in African lions. See? I didn't even have to read ahead to say that. Whatever the case, the finds revealed that American cheetahs hunted beyond the grasslands. Cheetah fossils found in caves are often associated with the bones of bighorn sheep and an extinct herbivore known as Harrington's mountain goat. This suggests that these cliff dwellers may have been prime American cheetah prey. This discovery or re-identification of these classically called mountain lion fossils gives us the idea that this particular extinct cat may have been a bit more diverse in terms of its preferred ecology. The findings were published in May.
So yeah, I thought I had another article I thought about reading, but I think I might either save that one for a revisit. I'll tell you what, I'll read that other article if this video gets 100 likes, which I doubt it will, but it'd be amazing if it did. If it gets 20 likes, for sure I can do it as well, but I'm definitely going to do it if it hits 100. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I'm starting to wonder if maybe it wasn't if maybe it's possible that there was like a subspecies of the American cheetah, like something that's too similar to actually tell the difference between just with bones, but with the DNA evidence you might actually be able to. And maybe the subspecies is the one that was living in the Grand Canyon and like preferring the caves and stuff like mountain lions. Like maybe there was a niche where the mountain lions weren't there in that area, so the cheetahs were filling that niche. But you know what, we'll never know, but it's really fun to speculate. I hope you guys learned something. I definitely learned a few things about American cheetahs from that article. And yeah, guys, like I like to say, please go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below with what you guys thought about the article, and if you guys actually learned anything, hit that notification bell. Oh, and go ahead, follow me on Instagram, and if you want, I go live on Twitch whenever I'm filming these videos, so you can go ahead and follow me there too. But until next time though, guys, I will see you in the next video.